Chill. Chill. Come here.
Morning.
Early.
Early?
Yeah, chill. Chill. Come on. Come on.
Hey, buddy.
He's lose his mind. He's probably gonna. He's gonna jump. It's actually not.
208.6.
Yeah. I thought I'd be lighter, honestly. I felt lighter.
Did you get your Cocoa Puffs?
No, I didn't. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping I'd be light, because then that's what we're gonna do. First thing in the morning, I didn't even clean, so this is the real environment that you get.
This is the real deal.
This is the real deal. I didn't try to be fancy. At tall. Caffeine. 200 milligrams. That's my breakfast. And then I'll wait till someone woke me up early, but usually I get up a little bit later.
So early.
I gotta get my beauty sleep. 11 I'll eat. So I fast for a little while.
You're a scheduled man.
Say what?
I said you're a scheduled man.
I'm a scheduled man.
Yeah.
That's right. I do everything on schedule.
That's great.
So you see. So everything's definitely on a schedule. It's one thing that people, a lot of people that are new to prepping aren't used to or aren't ready for. You know, we see what's romanticized on stage and in magazines and in the industry. I mean, it needs to be kind of a glamorous thing to sell, you know, a product and get people enthralled and competing, but prep really isn't like a glamorous thing whatsoever. It's just, you know, a daily checklist, getting things done on a daily basis. And honestly, I mean, everyone's situation is different as far as, you know, your work situation, your life situation. I'm fortunate enough to be able to work from home, and it makes things a little bit easier as far as scheduling, but you do the best, you know, I see the best preps come from having a daily schedule, pretty much, you know, doing things at certain times, you know, repetitively. And beyond that, I mean, for multiple reasons, but a big one is it makes feedback a little bit more reliable. You can read your body a little bit more easier and adjust easier as well. So everything's done on a schedule. I mean, you'll see first meal is at 11. We'll go get massage at noon, and then immediately we'll go train. That'll be at 1:30. And then meals are timed after that. You know, bedtime's pretty much the same time every night as well. So everything's on schedule, and again, it's nothing glamorous. It's just a matter of putting in the work on a daily basis to look at the long-term vision and laying bricks on a daily basis to build a house. You know, people want to jump to just having the house, but they don't realize, you know, the bricks have to be laid to do that. And
yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
It's all the work.
Yes, sir.
So it's about 10, an hour before you typically feed. Why the fast?
Well, honestly, so I can push my meals closer within the day, because if I eat as soon as I wake up, like at 9, then my meals would have to be spaced out like 3.5 hours apart. And honestly, fasting in the morning really isn't hard for me. I mean, I have a good amount of water. I usually go through like half a gallon before my first meal. I mean, I really don't get hungry. So it's just easy, and I'd rather have the food closer at night once I break that fast and hunger signals are there, you know, post-workout and everything. So that's pretty much it. And it's something that I recommend to people that have that issue with hunger during prep, because typically for the vast majority of people, when you immediately wake up, it's pretty easy to fast for at least a little while, you know. So some people can go longer than others. I don't know if it's just mental. I can't make it past like 2 hours.
No.
So I typically do about 2 hours, 11, which is usually about 2 hours, hour and a half. If I need my beauty sleep, you know, maybe a little less.
Not today.
And then someone woke me up bright and early. And then I'll eat, and we'll eat again right before I train. So first meal, and every meal is the same too. You know, I don't really do flexible dieting, in as far as I have a meal plan that I utilize every day. Now, like every couple weeks or something, if I feel like I need to make a change somewhere, or if macros need to be changed, I don't have the meal plan and say, okay, I have to pull X amount of potatoes here. Like, I might change something if I want to adjust the carb numbers for that meal. But I mean, for the vast, majority of the time, meals stay the same on a daily basis.
Fair enough. You said you drink about half a gallon before your first meal. How much you drink in a day?
Gallon and a half, about. So it slows down after that. But between my intra-workout drink and everything, it's about a gallon and a half. So.
Old Chance.
Yummy! Want Nana? Nana's his favorite. Want Nana? Whenever I cut Nana's, he comes over, runs over.
He's a happy hound.
Say what?
Happy hound.
It's a street, man. So first meal of the day, again, everything's for a reason. First meal of the day, I don't ever have carbs in. Again, for the reasons that we were talking about off camera. Once you have that spike in insulin, that rise in basal insulin, really lipolysis will shut down to some degree. It's not like an on-off switch, it's more of like a gradient, but your body's not going to want to release lipids as aptly, when you have that rise in insulin. So, we want to perpetuate that. Again, I'm not too active right now, so I'm not worried about burning tissue, muscle as much. And I'd rather prioritize times of fat loss and then times of, to an extent, hypertrophy. I mean, those windows are short, so what you can do is limited. But more so, I guess, times of preventing muscle tissue breakdown. Because, I don't really have a time where I have a large influx of calories to create an energy surplus, but I can prevent, loss of tissue for sure. And training performance, that's a big one as well. So the last place that I'll pull out carbs are peri-workout for that reason, pre and post. Just for that reason alone, to keep my training intensity as high as possible. Turkey.
Porky.
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pleasure.
Gary.
Jared.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
He's gonna record us. You touching me.
Won't be the first or last
Making
time.
me cry.
Hopefully we don't do that on national TV, huh? So, what we'll do like we have been. We'll look at you, do your assessment. I'm gonna do it standing up, like we did last time, and laying down, because that lets me know if you're in line and everything. We're going to stay with the same program, although we did front lats last week. We're still going to do your back, pecs, and probably quads is what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to detail out his legs. We're going to bring all this out. You can see the feathering right through here. That's your intermedius and rectus femoris muscle, your lateralis and medialis. So we're going to bring all this out. You're going to see it'll be a lot deeper when we get done with it. This looks really good for him. The symmetry looks really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus right here today. We're going to focus on the pecs and bringing these out, popping them out. And when he walks out on stage, he's going to be so full, it's going to look like it. The symmetry is going to be perfect for him.
Get that shelf.
Yeah, definitely.
Chest shelf.
Yeah.
It's working though. It is working.
All right, so let me set the hydraulic area packs up. And I'll get you to lay on
Do my glutes too.
here.
Now you gotta edit out the parts that I cry. Okay.
No, that's the best part.
Yeah, my stick that I bite down on here.
Now you can see how much fuller this is right through here, more dense. You can actually see a difference from here to here if you're looking from this side. So when you walk on this side, you'll actually see the difference of it right here. And that's how we want him to stay when he walks on stage. So when he carbs up, you'll actually see a lot bigger difference. You can actually see how much more fuller and rounder he is right here. And you can actually start to see where the pec minor separates. So if he was to flex right now, his chest, you would actually see the separation right through here from the pec minor to the pec major. You'll actually see right through here. You know what? So I have his arm in a relaxed position, just laying up against mine, which puts the pec minor in a relaxed position. So that right there. It is very tight. We can do this with your other side. Now you can see that they are both perfectly even and more dense through here as well. So now we move on to the quads, and what I have him do with the quads is I have him flex the quad. Then I can start seeing the separations. So you get your medialis, intermedius, rectus femoris, and vastus lateralis, and also you have sartorius coming down here, which that only really comes out when you are completely dieted down to about 3% body fat is when you'll see it. So what we do is we have him flex, and I will strip in between here, and I will work the feathering out to where his muscle and his legs will be more dense. And now here in a second when he flexes, you'll see the difference in density. Alright, go on, flex that. Now you see how more it's popped out here and around.
Absolutely.
So now you actually see the difference. And it's going to be a lot more dense in this once he starts depleting down, because the skin's going to have different avenues to go. And these striations are going to be a lot deeper and more defined. It's going to be almost more like a 3D image.
Basically what he's saying is once I'm not fat, then I'll see all of that.
Fatty, no friends.
Oh shit.
Isn't that crazy too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even before he got down there.
No, so I mean it helps both from a training standpoint, you know, my ability to train. Before this, my ACL was tight, my quads were just tight in general, and squatting, I mean, it was just painful. My knees, I felt like I was 80 years old. So from a training standpoint, it helps me, you know, I can go in there and give 100%. So it helps from that aspect. I mean, what we do, it all starts in our training, you know, so you want to make sure that your body's in a position to be able to give 100%. And then beyond that, as far as growth, you know, potential for fascia to be stuck. it can help on that end, increase blood flow, acutely. It can help move nutrients around, blood around, toxins around. And then posing. It really has my lats. I mean, if you look, the difference in my lats, because I'm able to open up my scapula, it's substantial as far as what you can actually see. So
Hyperbolic time chamber.
something like that.
All right, Nick, come on, flex that leg. See all more detail coming out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more fuller, it's bigger, and it's going to allow maximum growth for blood flow as well.
It's just because you oiled me up, Gary.
Yeah, it's too bad you didn't get the happy ending though at the end.
It's a posing oil.
They're nice and full. You can see the thickness, and they're actually starting to get higher and higher, which is really good because, well, a couple months ago we were about down in here. Now you can actually see where it starts to smooth out, which is about in here. Rectors are looking good. Lats are nice and thick. And you can tell they're mobile because you can see me just move them around, so that means the scapula is nice and loose. So once he stands up and he actually flexes again, because we're going to do the same thing we did before we started, just to see how he looks, you'll actually see a bigger difference. We'll see you back up against the wall. But don't touch the wall because you're oily in that. But now you can actually see the vascularity come out in his legs. Now you see how we basically went through and we separated all the areas to make them pop. That way the skin is actually sinking in more. And then you can start to see where the sartorius is coming out at, which that's amazing. All right, now if you would do a front double bicep, and now you're actually going to look at his chest, where we worked at. Now his scapula is more open, and you can see this is a little bit wider. And how's your range of motion feel over there?
Feels fine.
Feels fine, a lot better. Yeah. Got the pec minor, and you see the separation right here from pec minor to pec major.
Get my dirt face in there.
Yeah. I hope you don't have no dandruff in there. All right, let's turn you back around.
He works me, man.
So now you'll actually see his lower Christmas tree pop out too as well a little bit more. Now he's more open. Now lean back a little bit, and there you go. Start to see all the Christmas tree there. He's more open through here, and his rotation looks great. Awesome. Can you do a back light spread for me?
Yeah.
I just want to see how it opens up. This should just open right up like a blanket.
Like a blanket?
Yeah, like a blanket, just like it's. And there you go, nice and wide. Nice and wide. So yeah, that's one of the things that we've really been focusing on with Nick is just the width and the symmetry of his physique and that. So
it's working, man.
yeah, I mean,
Doing something.
I can tell you now, from with you being 10.5 weeks out compared to your last prep, this is far better. Far better.
Staying big, I'm staying fuller.
Yeah, man, that's what you want to stay. Stay fuller, stay bigger, leaner. You keep leaning all the way through your pregnancy.
right, so we got you doing legs up to your muscle therapy. What happens for the rest of the day?
My torture session. Tonight will pretty much be like this morning on repeat. I mean, it'll be answering emails, eating, obviously. After leg day, I usually have to take a nap in there somewhere, just with my energy being kind of low. But again, it's all structured, you know. There's times that I'll be eating. We go into bed at a certain time. It's just all structured. And, you know, again, life is pretty much on repeat during prep. That's what really makes forward progress.
It's formulated.
Exactly.